On today's episode, we got another one of those vehicles you just don't see every day. A 10-door stretch Suburban. This thing is wild.
Hey guys, I'm JW Davis. This is our 10-door Suburban, and thanks for checking out East Coast Garage. We build trucks every day for customers all over the globe, but this one right here has been one of our most popular builds. This truck was a normal, ugly two-wheel drive with a huge roof on the top. Looked like somebody had a bass boat turned upside down and transformed it into something that we drive around with our families, love, and enjoy. This truck carries 15 people with seats. Like a school bus or like a Suburban that you rode in with your family when you were a kid, it has the regular bench seats from front to back.
You can fit people here, put the kids a little further back. The older the kids are, the further back they go. This is where I'd be. Leave me alone, I'm chilling. I got the AC right here. What's up?
We knew this truck was gonna get a crazy amount of press. Even Supercar Blondie reached out for us to film with this. So we did a big clip with that. We actually packed in like 24 people in here and did like a clown car episode getting out of it. So that was pretty neat. The $1 million question, why do we call it the 10-door? We've got 100 or more 4-door trucks, regular crew cabs. We've also got 6 doors. We've also got 8 doors. We also nickname our trucks for that reason, because the kids, you know, it's all about the kids, the family. My employees, they're like, hey, can we take Grimace to a show? Can we take Otis to an event? Can we do this? We know what truck we're talking about. If we said brown Chevy, right now I've got 12 brown Chevys. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. So some of the trucks are just like, JW, can we take the 6-door or the 8-door Mega that we're currently building? So we had to call it something different, and the kids actually came up with it. They came around and counted, a few of them that just learned to count, and they're like, it has 10 doors. And like, it does. So if you look at the back, the 2 barn doors, which most of these trucks had tailgates. Barn doors were kind of rare. We loved the barn door option. So the kids were like, it's got 10 doors. So we called it the 10-door. And it does go well. It is the most door truck we currently have. We did have a 12-door Excursion. So it's not that we haven't had more, but the 10-door here has been our most doored vehicle currently, and we love it.
I love the pinstriping here too. It's so retro.
It is. So it's not original to the 1980 truck, but it was obviously added in the 80s era. Paint on the truck is fully original. There may be a touch-up spot here or there, but most all the paint on this truck's original. Again, the wrap just basically covered up the old school biker theme that it had, but it looks so great. So the pinstriping, somebody put their hard-earned time and effort into doing that all around this truck, and I love it, you know.
I do too, man.
It just completes an 80s model, retro look, and when people walk up to it, they're just like, oh my gosh, look at that. You know, they think it's a sticker. It is getting another little cool touch. It's actually getting our patented power steps with some mods.
Cool.
With some mods. So we came out with the power step for the square body trucks. Brian and Daniel worked tirelessly to get that to happen and get everything patented. So we make it for the Suburban and the crew cab and the regular cab trucks. I don't think anybody else is gonna order a set for a 10-door Suburban, but we're gonna have a set.
All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh, man, it'll make you feel old.
You'll feel that over the next few days if you climb in and out of it enough times. You will definitely feel it. There's no doubt.
I bet.
All the windows go up and down, all the doors open and close, all the doors lock. It's just proper. And a lot of these limos / stretch trucks, heck, I've got 2024 models sometimes that come in here and the stuff's blotched all to pieces and crappily done, you know? I mean, anything that's not done from the factory can definitely have its faults. For everything to work proper, I mean, that's a little pet peeve on us, you know. We want things to be, hey, if you walk up, I want to look in this door, we're going to open that door, and it's going to work, you know. So the other thing people always say is, bet you can't turn that around in a 100-acre field.
In fact, I think I can pull one right now. What do you think? Want to try it?
I think you could do it.
You think I can do it?
Let's go.
Let's see what happens. And we're not going to touch the mud at all.
And that was tight too.
That was actually a tight U-turn.
I mean, that's a 2-lane road we just pulled on. It's not like it was anything completely crazy. This thing's awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it is a wonderful truck. It's kind of like its own freak of nature, if that makes sense. A lot of people think this truck is cut and stretched. It is in fact not. This actually used to be an old school airport shuttle for Avis. It was purpose built for that.
So it was sold as a new unit, but basically left GM as a Suburban and then sent to what they call a coach company that would say build like a bus or a shuttle today or a limo today. And it was stretched, cut, and the doors were added. Pretty cool the way they did it, and for it to have been this way since 1980. A lot of people know us for cutting the trucks apart, you know, when they're a few years old or whatever have you. This one was cut apart and done when it was still a new unit. New York, New Jersey, those areas, the big airports were the spots where they really had these. That's all they had back then.
Yeah, because like even looking along the chassis, there's no hard cut on it,
Nope.
which is wild.
Nope.
So they actually stretched the chassis itself.
Stretched the chassis using, at that time, probably a section of GM frame. You know, who knows how they did it, but probably ordered a section of frame and then actually ran a reinforcement underneath of it. So not only is the frame stretched, in stretching it, you definitely have some ability for a problem to happen. So it's actually got a little reinforcement underneath of it too.
We got it. It was 2-wheel drive. We were gonna leave it alone at first, and then
we were actually at the drag strip. One of my buyers sent me this thing off Craigslist or Facebook and said, hey, you like all these crazy door trucks? Check this out. It was hideous. It was ugly, but it was almost cute. I had Daniel standing right beside me. I said, what do you think about this? You thinking what I'm thinking? I was like, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page. It was gonna be our real jump in and drive monster limo, like redneck style. That's our style. So I bought it. Had it driven back from Tennessee, I believe it was. So Thanksgiving, 2 years ago to the date, we rarely get time off from work. So Daniel's like, look, I got the axles ready, fully built and prepped, sitting on crates, ready to go. So we got most of it done in that one day, but me and Daniel pounded on it that Friday. Coming in the next work day, which would have been Monday, Brian got on the task. Brian made the brackets for the drive shaft. So it not only has a functional front 4x4 drive shaft, no Bluetooth here, it has a functional rear drive shaft that you can run at 80 miles an hour on the highway with no vibrations. So he made the brackets to make that work. He made the markings to have this stuff extended properly, and then he finished up the welding and drilling and different things on the rear differential to make all that proper. We did not want to block. They do not make a spring big enough to do it. And we didn't even know how to make the height right. We didn't know how to position things. And we really did not know the weight ratio, which makes a big effect. A regular Suburban is much lighter than this. We had to do a bunch of trial and error in the back, figuring out different things, trial and error to get it to where now it is on no block, all spring, longer than normal spring. So the ride quality of this truck is freaking amazing. Tires and wheels were available. Davis off-road custom built wheels were just being developed. So it was like, this is gonna be the calling card for our new setup. But we had it into a driving, running form within a 2 business day deal. So one other thing that we added in the back, and it really wasn't necessary, but it was something the boys wanted to do, was we added a sway bar in the back. Now a square body truck or a leaf spring truck that I know of never came with a sway bar in the rear. But we figured the length of the truck, it might have a little bit of body roll and rock. It doesn't, it has none. We're getting ready to add a traction bar just so we can do a little something with these rear tires and some smoke, put 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah.
But the sway bar is really not necessary on this. It's basically kind of like a monster truck sway bar system on the rear that is adjustable, but it looks cool. You know, it really was not needed because we drove it a lot without it. But they already had everything mocked up and they're like, we need to put it on there. People are gonna look, right? And we're gonna give something to ask questions about. Yeah. So not only is it no block, long spring, some things that makes the biggest square body lover just like, I mean, makes their mind just probably go numb trying to figure out what's here.
Overall riding, it rides, it stops. You would think something like this, it hops around all the time. It hops a little bit. Once the boggers get warm, it smooths out pretty good. I can drive this thing with 1 finger.
Nice.
Like, literally, it's no problem.
What would it cost to build a truck such as this? Well, if you go out and could find a nice donor, and then you had to do paint and put it together and do the things we've done, you'd exceed 6 figures. You'd be in the 100,000 plus mark. If you found a nice Suburban and you cut and chopped it and you sourced doors and you did everything else and did it that way, you'd be far in excess of 100,000 because you'd have all the extra body shop labor and time. So it does add up fast, unfortunately. So a lot of money sitting in one toy, but hey, you cannot put a price on that much fun.
Right.
You just can't do it. So a very common question, will you sell it? No. Monies mean something, but in the case of something that's this much fun for us and for our family, it's priceless. Like, it really is.
And guys, a lot of people would think also that something this big, it can't get out of its own way. It doesn't have enough power to, take off. It takes forever to get up to speed. No, this thing, when you give it gas, it's just like your normal F-150 or F-350 or even your car. Like, when you give it gas, it pulls, it gets right away, and then no problem at all. Like, and you can hear, obviously, it's a big motor underneath here, sounding pretty decent.
Nothing like the sound of a big block either. It just has that deep deep rumble to it, you know. What kind of gas mileage does this thing get?
So I've filled it up before, and honestly, it probably will do like maybe like 5 to 10 on a good day, which is like for this big block, lifted as high as it is, as big as it is, like that's honestly not too bad. It's not too bad, honestly.
And it's on boggers and like and I mean, to be fair, nobody builds a truck like this to get good gas mileage.
Absolutely not.
It was just
absolutely
just curious, really. So yeah, y'all were at SEMA this year too, right?
Yeah, so this big girl camping conversation there a whole lot. Reason we didn't take it is just size purposes. It's 5,500 miles a round trip, actually a little over. We had to stop our tow rig and get an oil change during the trip.
Oh, wow.
So it was a long run. My transporter was on the road almost 3 weeks straight because he had to get out early to get set up, had to do some filming in the desert, and then to get back. It was amazing. So yes, we debuted some stuff for Mickey Thompson, which will eventually be transferred over onto this truck. That was a great time. Need to get out there next year.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to.
Set up. Very good chance this one may make its way out there next year. We will be back.
That'd be awesome.
So you guys pay attention for that. But I'm really thrilled we were able to get out of the building today. It's been a hectic day because it's been a while. We've been talking about this for a while, trying to get it in motion. I did want the steps to be on there. That's kind of our last step to make this one like the chef's kiss of our touches, you know, the tires, the wheels, the steering, the track bar, the suspension, the brake lines. I mean, all the other stuff that's done in-house, but the steps are going to be the one part that's just like the focal point because each door will operate the step. That's a whole lot of doors.
Cool. That's
a whole lot of pins. That's a whole lot of things, but that's going to really put it over the top in my opinion.
Go follow Davis Drives on YouTube because you'll definitely see it there. I know you will.
We are friendly with everybody. When you reached out, I was like, hey man, I want to do it. It's like, I didn't want to put you off, but it was put away in storage for a little bit. Then it was tore apart for some work. Then it was getting prepped. And one time it was out at an event. And you know, this time it was darn near pulled apart for the steps. And I was like, let's get this thing done, man. Cause you kill it, dude.
Man, I appreciate it.
You got it. Like your content is amazing. Please watch this guy. Click, subscribe, hit the bell, because when he pulls something out, it's not average. It's going to be above average.
Hey man, I really appreciate it. You know, and it's an honor to be here with you. Davis Auto is so humble and just nice. They have all the toys that anyone can imagine. Most people with this type of stuff won't even talk to you when you walk up to them. Man, this guy right here is one of the most stand-up people that I've met.
Just one part of a big team, man. Like I said, Davis Off-Road for the shop. That's my two brothers, Daniel and Brian, they kill it. AJ's behind the scenes of a ton of our content. My daughter, Trista, Christian, heck, my mom's in the office. I mean, we're a real family ordeal. And we love taking the time when people can appreciate what we love. Like, we are car guys. Like, that's just what's in our blood. And I should say truck guys more than anything.
Yeah.
But when somebody can appreciate it, and, you know, and like I said, when you saw it and reached out, I was like, dude, have at it, man. Our toys are your toys. So let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. So
absolutely.
Definitely check out Davis Auto. Does all kinds of awesome content. Way more than I do. I wish I could make as much content as y'all can.
Hey.
But
pull up a sleeping bag, man. You could get content for years to come around here.
I might have to do that.
A huge shout out to JW and his team for making this happen. Awesome build, and it just puts the biggest smile on my face when I see it. If you like this truck, check out the video we did on Grimace, a stretch K30 with a Cummins under the hood, and this crazy mid-engine twin turbo truck. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you next time.